Okay. Hi everybody, it's me again, and well, I forgot my I can't find my red wig today, so another time. But I just had to talk about this trailer and about this remake because Ariel is my favorite Disney princess. I still like the others. I still like Belle. I still like Anna and Elsa, though they're both queens now, I guess. Sorry. Um, but they're still part of the lineup, whatever. I like these characters. I don't know. I just love Ariel. I love the story of the Little Mermaid. I both the Disney version and the Hans Christian Andersen. Ironically, growing up with the Hans Christian Andersen version first. And when I heard that they were remaking this movie, I was excited because, well, one of the I mean, as frustrating as it is with all these live action remakes being shelled out over and over, I heck, 2019 we had 3 remakes in 1 year. That was too much. I In some cases, I think that the reason that these live action remakes exist, aside from money, is we want to see these movies become a reality and enjoy them. And yes, for nostalgia as well. I You tell me why you like the remakes or dislike them. I and I don't blame either reason. I for sure. So I but at the same time, I was still skeptical because you know what? It I mean there are a lot of things that could work against the Little Mermaid being made into live action. One of them being I the the animals, or uh or should I say Ariel's friends, underwater, like Flounder and Sebastian. I You could either make them creepy looking in CGI, or you could make them lifeless. Hint, hint, Lion King. Hint, hint. Um, but I hope that they find a good in between. And then we got the director, or then the director was announced, Rob Marshall, and I had to go through his filmography and see, okay, what makes this guy a qualified? Okay, he's done Chicago. Um, he's done Pirates 4: Stranger Tides. Don't like the movie, but I liked the mermaids, so sure. Into the Woods, I like that. Um, Mary Poppins Returns. I set the debates for how you feel about it, but honestly, I thought it was a good movie, even if many moments were cheesy. I and then I People kept clamoring who was going to be Ariel, who was going to be Ariel. People, including myself, said Ariana Grande would be perfect. Lindsay Lohan offered herself as the part in order to redeem herself, and I kept saying, no. I may have the red hair for it, but honestly, I mean, I guess you could show me in any of the clips, or tell me yourself, but she doesn't seem to have that kind of voice that Ariel has. I mean, it's supposed to be like the envy of the entire sea, possibly the world, and that's the kind that Jodie Benson had. It's supposed to be silvery, soprano, so forth, and she sounded more pop the last time I heard her sing. I mean, Lindsay Lohan sounded a little more pop the last time I heard her sing. Nothing against her talent. She's really good. She's a really good actress. But I don't think she would have worked for the role for both her voice and her age. But take heart, Lohan. There's plenty of ways to redeem yourself. I and then we got the announcement for the other cast members, like for Scuttle, which I okay, we're gonna get a female Scuttle. We got a female Jacques, and I kind of liked her in Lady and the Tramp, but I still think that's the worst remake. I Then we had the announcement for King Triton. Um, we had Ursula, which still has me a little skeptical, but maybe Melissa McCarthy could pull it off. Then we had the casting of Eric, who looks exactly like the animated version. We had Daveed Diggs as Sebastian, aka the guy from Hamilton, in it. That already kicks butt. So, and then finally we got our Ariel. How I'm Hale, Haley Bailey or Hal Bailey. I hope I'm saying it right. I am very sorry if I'm not. Um, and at the time, I knew nothing about her. I I don't know what she's act. I mean, I know very little of what she's acted in. I know very little of what she could do. And when I saw her name, the first thing I did was look up if she sang anything or how she sang. And I saw the clip where sang for a few seconds "Unforgettable," and I was just blown away. I what does what does she have working for her? Um, she's got the voice. She's the right age, and well, the acting I guess was still up for debate at the time. I mean, I, I for any of you who have seen a show with her or a movie about involving her, you let me know how her acting is. I Because I couldn't tell, even the one or two clips that I tried looking up, I couldn't tell. But she had the singing down phenomenally, which, as much as I like Beauty and the Beast, Emma Watson sadly did not have that going for her. But, and as for the quote unquote controversy about having a black Ariel, who cares? Because that's not the point of the character. The point of the character is not what color she's supposed to be. I get it. We want to see Ariel in a quote unquote realistic light. I get it. But if Jodie Benson could back up Hal Bailey saying that it's about the personality of the character, then you know what? You can take that into consideration because you know what? I mean, I get that the Hans Christian Andersen version said clear skin, but it doesn't have to be interpreted as literal clear skin. It can be interpreted as, I mean, as clean or whatever. I, but you know what? Even if that wasn't the case, she's got something that other, that a lot of the people who audition don't. She's got the personality down. She's got the singing voice down, and on top of that, I this recent teaser trailer showed that I in that one single moment when she was singing, that she had the face, the expressions, the eyes, the longing in her tone, and especially the voice. Yes, that she is Ariel. She doesn't have to literally look like her. She has to carry the personality of Ariel. And that's what I have to say about that. For me, there's no controversy about it because she can carry the part. I'm just waiting to see how her acting goes. So, you got this, Hal Bailey. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Now, I will say there are two things I am worried about for the remake. Well, not worried, but these are two things that I do not want to see happen in the remake. The first one, no cutting down poor unfortunate souls. I don't care if the lyrics are controversial nowadays, but hey, because they were essential to how Ursula was a convincing Ariel to take her deal. I mean, it's a stupid deal, and it's supposed to be stupid. Even in the Hans Christian Andersen, they do not. I mean, they pretty much acknowledge this is the stupidest thing that the mermaid has done. So yeah, I Ursula is, and also Ursula's supposed to be evil anyways. So of course her lyrics are going to be false. And I mean, and another reason to not cut it down, it is, I mean, like I said, it's essential to the story. I don't know if Melissa McCarthy could sing. Pat Carroll could, rest in peace. I but I think Melissa McCarthy could find a way to deviously work in the lyrics at least. But do not shorten it like you did with The Lion King or cut it out like you did with Jafar's song in Aladdin. Because we'll always like the hero songs, obviously, but everybody loves villain songs. And I swear, if you do cut out that song, do not be surprised if you hear me singing it in the movie theater when the credits roll and sounding just like Ursula, because I can do that. Second thing that I do not want to see happen, and this is a pretty big one, and maybe a little bit of controversy as well. You tell me. Do not justify any of Ariel's choices. I mean, say what you will about the character herself from the animated version or the Hans Christian Andersen version, but that was the stupidest thing that she ever did. I mean, in the original one, she trades away her tongue for legs, and ultimately trades her life away as well. I don't get me wrong, I still like the story, but even the Sea Witch said, "You're doing the stupidest thing ever," and I and she does it anyways. And how about the Disney version? In some cases, you could argue that it's even worse. She actually, I mean, she not only trades away her voice for legs, but for 3 days of it. And if she cannot get the prince's love for within 3 days, she'll be Ursula's prisoner. She'll have her soul basically. And when those 3 days are up, King Triton trades his soul for Ariel's, and um, allowing Ursula to take over the entire ocean realm. So, in many cases, Ariel uh, causes more. Pretty much, Ariel endangers the entire kingdom for Eric. I mean, I like her still, but you have to acknowledge that she made a terrible mistake. You cannot say girl power on this one, or say that she's flawless in her choices or anything, because if both Anderson and Disney could acknowledge this was wrong on her part, then you cannot make this character perfect. That's the point of a character's journey. You cannot make a character perfect, or in this, or I might as well say it, you cannot make Ariel a Mary Sue, because she is not meant to be a Mary Sue in any way, shape, or form. So please keep that in mind, writers, because that's my biggest. Those are my two biggest problems, or my two biggest worries for this movie. You made Mulan a Mary Sue in the remake, and as much as I like Beauty and the Beast remake, you kind of, well, half and half made Belle a Mary Sue. I Though you did more of that in Belle's Magical Trash. Um, but other than that, I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited for the songs. I'm excited to see how Daveed Diggs does Under the Sea in his own way. I can't wait to see the other song that they're gonna, the new song that they're gonna make Sebastian and Ariel have. I can't wait for Part of Your World, and I can't wait for I can't wait for it all. I'm excited. Hurry up, May. Please hurry up. This is a remake that I want to see. And don't disappoint me. I Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I how else can I conclude this? If you're watching this, Hal Bailey, you got this. Glad you could be part